Have you ever wondered how much technology influences our daily lives? It's a fascinating thought, isn't it? From the moment we wake up, technology is at our fingertips. It's in our morning cup of coffee brewed by a smart machine, in the GPS that guides us to work, and even in the social media apps we browse during our lunch breaks. Technology has become an invisible thread woven through the fabric of our day-to-day routines. It has reshaped society, redefined communication, and revolutionized industries. It's hard to imagine a world without it, right? The prevalence of technology is such that it has become an integral part of our lives, impacting us in ways we sometimes don't even realize. And yet, there's so much about technology that remains unexplored. So many intriguing facets and fun facts that are waiting to be discovered. Well, today we're going to dive into the top 10 intriguing facts about technology that you may not know. Starting with number 10, the first electronic computer was the size of an entire room. This technological titan, known as the ENIAC, or Electronic Numerical Integrator and Computer, was unveiled back in the mid-20th century. It was a massive machine, taking up a whopping 1,800 square feet, roughly the size of a small house. It was a marvel of its time, capable of solving complex mathematical calculations faster than any human could. Yet, despite its size, ENIAC's computational power was minuscule compared to the devices we hold in our hands today. It's fascinating to think about how far we've come. In the span of a few decades, we've gone from room-sized computers to pocket-sized devices with exponentially more power. Our smartphones, our laptops, even our smartwatches all owe their existence to this gigantic pioneer of the digital age. Imagine having a computer that size in your home today. At number 9, did you know the word robot comes from the Czech word robota? That's right. Invented by the Czech writer Karel Čapek, robota translates to forced labor or serfdom, depicting the traditional and historical system of unpaid labor. Čapek first introduced the term robot in his 1920 play, Ruhr, short for Rossum's Universal Robots. In the play, robots were artificially created beings who could be mistaken for humans and were used to perform laborious tasks. As technology evolved, the term robot transcended from the realm of science fiction to our everyday language, representing autonomous machines capable of carrying out complex tasks. From factory assembly lines to the mini Roomba vacuuming your house, robots have become an integral part of our lives. So, every time you use the word robot, remember its humble beginnings. It's a reminder of how far we've come and a nod to the remarkable intersection of linguistics and technology. Coming in at number 8, the first computer virus was created in 1983. It was a time of exploration and experimentation in the world of computing, and this led a 15-year-old high school student, Richard Skrenta, to create the first known computer virus. Known as Elk Cloner, this virus was not designed for malicious intent, but rather as a practical joke among his friends. Elk Cloner was a simple program that would replicate itself onto floppy disks, then display a poem on the user's screen after the 50th boot from the infected disk. This seemingly innocuous prank marked the beginning of an era, setting the stage for the evolution of computer viruses that we see today. From harmless pranks to destructive malware, computer viruses have evolved in complexity and potential for damage, reflecting the darker side of technological advancement. A fascinating yet scary development, wouldn't you agree? Number 7 might surprise you. The entire internet weighs about the same as a strawberry. Yes, you heard it right. But how can something intangible like data have physical weight? Let's dive into the science. Every bit of data stored in a digital device represents a state of energy. This energy, albeit minuscule, has an equivalent mass according to Einstein's famous equation E equals mach squared, where E is energy, m is mass, and c is the speed of light. A study by Professor John Kubiatowicz from the University of California, Berkeley, estimated that an e-book, for example, when filled with data, weighs about a billionth of a gram more than if it was empty. Now, if we scale this up to the estimated 5 exabytes of data on the entire internet, we find that it weighs about the same as a ripe strawberry, around 50 grams. Next time you're browsing, remember, you're carrying a strawberry's weight of information. Number 6 is about the tech giant, Google. Google processes over 40,000 searches every second. Now, let that sink in. That's 2.4 million searches a minute, 144 million an hour, and a staggering 3.4 billion searches a day. It's a mind-boggling testament to the scale of Google's operations. But it's not just about the sheer volume of searches. It's also about the vast amount of data Google handles. Every search, every click, every query contributes to a massive data repository. This data is then analyzed, processed, and used to make Google's services even better. From providing relevant search results to predicting what you might be interested in, Google utilizes this data to deliver a personalized web experience. And it's not just for individuals. Businesses, governments, and institutions across the globe rely on Google's data-driven insights. That's a whole lot of questions being answered every second. Halfway through at number 5, over 3.8 billion people use social media. That's an astonishing figure, isn't it? Social media has rapidly become an integral part of our everyday lives. From Facebook to Twitter, Instagram to TikTok, these platforms have not only transformed how we communicate, but also how we consume information. Think about it. How often do you check your social media feeds? For many of us, it's the first thing we do in the morning and the last thing we do at night. Social media has made the world a smaller place, bridging distances and fostering connections. It's also reshaped industries, from marketing and advertising to politics and journalism. Businesses can reach global audiences with a single post, and news spreads around the world in seconds. But it's not all positive. There are concerns about privacy, misinformation, and the impact on mental health. That's almost half the world's population. At number 4, e-commerce sales are expected to reach $4.9 trillion by 2021. Just take a moment to digest that colossal figure. It's no surprise that e-commerce has taken the world by storm, reshaping the retail landscape dramatically. Traditional brick-and-mortar stores are now faced with a critical choice: adapt or perish. E-commerce has not only changed how we shop, but also what we shop for and when. The convenience of browsing through a wide array of products from the comfort of our homes, coupled with the power of instant gratification that comes with a simple click, has revolutionized the shopping experience. But the e-commerce wave doesn't stop there. With advancements in technology, the future of e-commerce looks even brighter. Predictions point to an era of virtual reality shopping, drone deliveries, and personalized shopping experiences driven by artificial intelligence. As we move forward, one thing is clear: it's a digital shopping world out there. Number 3 is all about connectivity. There are more devices connected to the internet than there are people on Earth. This is the reality of the Internet of Things, or IoT, a concept that's transforming our world in ways we could not have imagined a few decades ago. IoT is about interconnecting everyday objects, from refrigerators to wristwatches to the internet. This connectivity allows devices to communicate, exchange data, and make our lives more convenient. Imagine a world where your coffee machine starts brewing as soon as your alarm clock rings, or when your car communicates with traffic lights to find the quickest route to work. But it's not just about convenience. IoT has far-reaching implications for industries, cities, and even countries. It's driving efficiency in manufacturing, creating smart cities, and even helping to manage natural resources. As we continue to embrace IoT, we can expect to see more of these transformative changes. We are truly living in a connected world. Getting closer to the top at number 2, by 2025, AI is expected to drive worldwide revenues to $60 billion. Artificial intelligence, or AI, has been making waves in the tech world. It's not just about the robots taking over human jobs. No, AI is much more than that. It's about making our lives easier, more efficient, and yes, more exciting. AI powers many of the apps we use daily. It enhances our online shopping experiences, streamlines our work processes, and even helps doctors diagnose diseases. And as for the future, well, the possibilities are endless. Self-driving cars, smart homes, even AI-powered personal assistants. It's all on the horizon. AI is set to revolutionize every industry, from healthcare to finance to entertainment and beyond. But it's not just about what AI can do tomorrow. It's about what it's doing now. AI is already here, making a difference in our everyday lives. AI is not just the future, it's the present. And finally, at number 1, technological change is happening at an unprecedented rate. The speed of technological advancement is like a bullet train, never slowing down and leaving stations of innovation behind at a rapid clip. From the Industrial Revolution to the digital age, the pace of technology has been accelerating, transforming our lives in ways we could only dream of a few decades ago. Today, we live in a world where autonomous cars, artificial intelligence, and virtual reality are not science fiction, but everyday reality. The impact of this rapid progression is profound, reshaping industries, economies, and even our social fabric. What does the future hold? It's impossible to predict with absolute certainty, but one thing is clear. Technology will continue to advance at an astonishing pace. With advancements in fields like quantum computing and biotechnology, we're likely to see changes that dwarf everything we've experienced so far. So buckle up, because the technological ride is only going to get faster. And there you have it, our top 10 intriguing facts about technology. From the humble beginnings of the first computer to the futuristic potential of artificial intelligence, each fact underpins the extraordinary journey of technological advancement. The very word robot reminds us of our capacity to innovate, while the first computer virus recalls our innate drive to overcome challenges. The internet's weight, a seemingly trivial fact, underscores the tangible reality of our digital lives. And the dominance of Google and social media, along with the rise of e-commerce, demonstrate how technology has permeated every facet of our existence. The Internet of Things further blurs the lines between the physical and digital world, while the speed of technological advancement propels us into an exciting, albeit uncertain future. These facts are not just trivia, but markers on the roadmap of human progress. Remember, technology is a tool. How we use it will shape our future. Until next time, keep exploring and stay curious.